20 years later, I finally have a copy of Shadow freaking Showdown. This is awesome, but there's that little tiny part of me that's like, how the fuck is it just, the disc and really badly printed cover art? Like, I know PS1 jewel cases and even Dreamcast would combust if you just kind of looked at the case as funny, but it's GameCube. It's a big old hunk of plastic. How do you lose or break this shit? I wish I had a nicer copy. Dude. No idea how this is happening, but I'm really not fucking complaining. This has to go in the silver lunchbox, like, right fucking now. Come on. THQ. Come on.
Games.
Come on, let's go. I waited 20 years for this. Oh, music to my freaking ears. After almost 2 decades of dial-up lag, let's get into this bitch. Much like the last time around, we get a peek into Timmy Turner's life. However, in a slight twist, his own shenanigans don't cause things to go tits up. Instead, some shadowy TV signals kill his set right as the season finale of Crash Nebula is about to air. He asks Cosmo and Wanda to fix the TV, but their magic has taken a massive shit.
I wish the TV was fixed!
Oops.
Instead, we get a film showing the former king and queen of Fairy World explaining how to use their emergency wands, powered by wish stars, and teach us basic movements. I really dig how they weave the plot and tutorial together, and we have some improvements over last time. Your regular jump height is now usable with a physics-defying double jump now reserved for places that are actually hard to reach. Holding X lets you sprint for a period of time, and when combined with being able to ground pound, this is feeling a lot closer to a regular platformer. The biggest improvement is the wishes. You still collect stars, but they've been reduced from 5 to 3, and the cutscene rolls automatically when the last one is nabbed. And whatever Timmy cooked up gets added to an inventory. If you played Breaking the Rules, you'll notice the sound is no longer uber compressed and tinny.
Rules! This is no time for rules. I wish we wouldn't have to follow those stupid rules.
Move your mouth to make words.
Well, okay. I wish that I was back in front of a working TV watching Crash Nebula.
Damn, we got many improvements in so many departments. What happens next? Post-tutorial, we're off to Fairy World for an investigation into the magic loss, and all signs point to the royal jewel getting stolen.
Wait, that's the worst thing that could happen. Oh dear, Cosmo's fuse.
Royal Jewel? Stolen? Why is that so bad?
The Royal Jewel has tremendous magical power. It is the second most powerful magic known to fairies.
And am I to guess that it's fallen into the wrong hands?
Design-wise, this is definitely a solid interpretation of Fairy World, and it's a fun little romp. Pound gnomes into the ground, wish for a card suit spray, repair doohickey thing, and a literal cowboy suit? Oh, this is great! The music changes to this twangy country, and these little fuckers follow you around with a Hanna-Barbera hop? Hell yeah! We wrap up with a boss fight against Quince, the king and queen's former jester, who is currently the suspected jewel thief, and this fight sucks. The card suit spray is your weapon of choice, but he constantly shits out gnomes that gang up on you, and oh, for fuck's sakes, there's no invincibility frames. The first game had them. Why the fuck are devs gonna make it so that if you get hit and knocked down, you just keep losing fucking health? Oh, great, I'm dead. But in a twist, there's no game over screen. It's a bit funny to think that a kid's game from 05 beat the Mustachio Plumber to this, but with no penalty, death really is a slap on the wrist. Breathe in, breathe out. It's just a little stupid fucking hiccup. And outside of this, it's been a really good time so far. What happens next? This fucker gets thrown into a dungeon, and Von Strangle asks our pink-hatted hero to get the ingredients for a Fairyversary muffin, since it's the only thing capable of countering the Royal Jewel. He does what some did back in 05, but everyone does nowadays. Order online with 5-second instant shipping.
Delivery for Timmy Turner?
I'm his babysitter. I'll take those.
Per Murphy's Law, Vicky gets the package instead, and now we have to get those ingredients back the old-fashioned way before Crash Nebula airs. Oh, dude, something involving Timmy's dad? How's this gonna go? Dude, this is an acid trip. All because Mr. Turner made a small robot that changed the TV channels and the little fucker's powered off of sugar. The platforming is pretty straightforward with some interesting wishes. We got a light bulb that attracts suit-eating moths and powers smiling worms? A magnet gun giving us some ranged attacks to take out the rolling titty twisters and not kill dream frogs, and the air horn just yeets you, as the Utes would say. The massive robot fight isn't obnoxious like the Jester, but is slightly repetitive, and you kinda want to make this prick divide by 0 when he laughs at your fuck-ups. Yeah, eat shit, bitch. How about I put a magnet to your fucking hard drive? The contractually obligated Shin level just has us deal with H2 Olga's plot to turn Cincinnati into New Orleans. The water's lethal, so you jump on cars, get a little glider doohickey, and pogo stick to get around. It's kinda meh until you block the last faucet and hit the waterworks for the old move box shift water puzzle and use the freeze ray on your enemies to make them stepping stones. But, the boss fight doesn't qualify as such. Olga just stands there menacingly. Her goons attack you and you run up to hit 3 switches that dump sewage into her kiddie pool? I'm smothering H2 Olga and shit. I'm playing a game made for kids, and the way you beat the boss is just smother them in fucking shit. And it's not even like a healthy brown color, it's this sickly, disgusting green. Oh my god. This fight's a mediocre turn, but the fact that you kill the boss by sending it right back to him, just, beauty. Alright, so once you've given Olga a lethal case of E. coli, pack your bags for a trip to a fairy mansion. The King and Queen's fairy mansion. The Chamberlain greets us, and this dude looks familiar. Where have I seen him before? Oh well. Once the cutscenes wrap and you nab the first wish, oh my, we're flipping the level and doing some inverted borderline Zelda shit? Okay, this probably makes me happier than it should, but the fact that the devs said, yes, our IP game is gonna make those little fuckers use their brains more than the public school system does, makes me go fucking hell yes! The ghost suit and magnifying glass wishes do what you'd expect, but the boss fight, slight spoiler, it's the best one in the whole game. There is something so satisfying about dodging this Z-list Scooby-Doo fucker's attacks and dropping boxes on it. Shit, off the top of my head, Zelda didn't even do this. My mind is blown. And comments, go easy on me if I'm wrong. I got enough grays in the beard to qualify for AARP now. Vicky Strikes Back I'd easily put as the second best level in the game. Yeah, it's another Crash Suit level, but the jetpack got a rework and the 2 new wishes are freaking nice. Plus, we got this little gem of a line from Cosmo.
That car's going on a track!
The Gamma Suit just makes platforms appear when you get close, and now we can say the following applies to Timmy Turner. Oh my god, Mark Chang? Yes, he's here and he's simping for Vicky.
Oh, great queen of all that is, was, and will be, shall I activate the lasers?
Time to use the ball of steel to bring him down.
This is so irritating. The raised charge meter only shows 6%. Aren't you supposed to wait until it's practically finished before you burst in and ruin my plan?
Great Escape gets an award for being the only level in the game ripped straight from Abracatastrophe, even bringing Mount 8more in as a background piece. There's really not much to say about the platforming and shit, as it's pretty damn solid. Crawl the walls, lure the monkeys, twist the nuts.
Monkey nut!
But the Ape King fight, second worst in the game. Theoretically, this is simple. Use the banana launcher to stun him, climb up, and smack his ass. But this motherfucker is relentless in his attacks, and there's no way to properly aim the banana launcher. To say this fight's obnoxious is an understatement, and the bad taste it leaves in my mouth is partially washed out with this joke from the end cutscene.
We better leave before we start to experience technical difficulties. My vertical hole feels a little itchy.
But fuck this monkey. He doesn't deserve to be spanked. He deserves castration with radioactive shears soaked in H2 Olga's diarrhea water. I'm not gonna lie, that monkey business really pissed me the fuck off. We're almost at the end, and the final boss fight's gonna be like the last time where it's pretty freaking sweet, right? So now that we got everything, the muffin gets made and it's hot as balls. So it's gotta cool before Timmy can wolf it down and save the day. But there's one channel that's broadcasting an ass load of shadow magic. Channel 13! Oh my god, it's the guy on the box! Quick, take him down! If only it were that simple. So you gotta hit these buttons to trip the lights and stun him, then ground pound the glowy spot above his foot. But like the pain in the ass jester, he shits out enemies, plus makes bits of the ceiling fall down, and all you have is the power of Timmy's ass and lack of invincibility frames. His shit spawn gangs up on you, kiss your fucking health goodbye. I'm happy there's no game over screen, but dear fucking Christ, this fight is obnoxious. There's no feeling of satisfaction when you beat him and the ending cutscene rolls, just a feeling of son of a fucking bitch. That fight was horrid anal leakage that makes the Monkey King, H2 Olga, and stupid fucking Jester combined look like the goddamn ghost fight. Dragon Vicky from the first game was a creative, fun, and most importantly, fair final boss fight, so why we got this dogshit downgrade is beyond me. But it's making me want to get piss fucking drunk. Boot up the original Halo PC port with no quality of life fixes, and go through the library on Legendary. You know something's kind of fucked when you'd rather play the library on Legendary, drunk or sober. But that's Shadow Showdown. I waited 2 decades to play this game, and in some ways, my expectations were fucking exceeded. In others, I wish I was playing Breaking the Rules or something else. The good? The original plot's fucking really well done. It doesn't feel shoehorned. It blends Abracatastrophe and Channel Chasers like really, really fucking well. The characters that are original to the game are not out of place and not annoying. They're really well written. Voice acting was top fucking notch, as you kind of expect from the Fairly Odd Parents cast. We also have good music. The guys who did the Breaking the Rules soundtrack, John Guscott and Matt Black, they returned for this. Tracks aren't bad. I just wasn't really nodding along while playing or seeking out the soundtrack while I was at work and kind of, bopping along, but that's more of a taste thing on my end than anything, technical failure-wise on there, and so just putting that out there now. The levels of moment-to-moment gameplay were such a huge fucking step up. Like, the levels are a little more open, if you will, and it's kind of really, really nice that you no longer collect the 5 stars and stand in a circle. You get the 3 wish rolls, cutscene rolls. You keep on fucking trucking, and just having the inventory to swap back and forth and really make you think on your feet while you're playing a fucking licensed kids game from 2005. It's kind of fucking nice. But the Jester, touch of Olga, but mostly the Monkey King and the final shithead fucking boss really leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But I'm not gonna hold those little fucking turd burglars against this whole game and Crucify, because for what it is, it's pretty freaking sweet. And the sad part about this is Shadow Showdown and Breaking the Rules were the only 2 mainline 3D console games the Fairly Odd Parents ever got. Yeah, just these 2. That was it. If there was like a third, if I could just spread a third arm right now and for a nice little trilogy with the improvements they made in this, like, it would have been fucking sweet, but unfortunately, the overlords of Nickelodeon did not give us what we wished for. Kind of sucks though, because I still get this fucking itch to play Fairly Odd Parents games for some unknown reason. Maybe this is just a byproduct of getting old and gray in the beard. Wait a minute. Series got a whole bunch of games on the Game Boy Advance, and I mean, if those console mainline games didn't suck, then they didn't fuck up the handheld games, right? I wish I had all the Fairly Odd Parents Game Boy Advance games. Dude, I don't have any idea how this shit's happening, but I'm really not gonna complain.